I'm Strawberry Shoggoth, and this is
Flashback Friday.
So what is this, you might ask? Well, it's my attempt to get the Let's Play content slightly down on the channel, more or less, simply by not having 5 days a week being Let's Play videos, since that's not really what I wanted to do with this channel anyway. And also a way for me to go through my horrible Steam backlog that I now realized covers the last 6 years. I have by now several hundred games I bought sometime during the last 5 or 6 years because I really wanted to play them that I apparently have never even installed. So I will go back each Friday, pick a game that I know for a fact that I bought because I wanted to play it, not because it was part of a bundle or anything else like that, and I'll take a look at it, play a bit, talk a bit, basically a mix of Let's Play, a review, and some first impression of a game that's probably way too old for anyone to be interested, but we will see. Perhaps you like it, perhaps not. You could always leave a comment. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So, let's start with a game that perhaps isn't at the top of my list, but that I feel is kind of relevant since the sequel will be coming out this next week. That would be Space Pirates and Zombies. And also Bounty Hunters. But whatever. Now, I played this game previously for about 30 minutes or so when I bought it, but then I got sucked into raiding again, so I never really got a good look at it. I think it's time. But first, let's have a look at some of the options. Now, first we have resolutions. Well, we have kind of the standard. No 720p, but, well, that's not really that important, is it? We have effects quality, debris quantity. Oh, sorry, effects quantity. Full screen mode, and so forth. Show lots of stuff. Difficulty, well, we have normal. That's about it. We have a ton of different volume sliders, which is really nice since you can really fine-tune what you want to and what you don't want to hear. And that we have scroll speed and lots of bindable controls. All in all, I'd say this is more or less all you need for a 2D game, especially one that's several years old and also, in fact, only made by a team of 2 people, I believe, plus it's voiced by Total Biscuit, if I'm not completely wrong, which is quite nice. Obviously, I will be starting a new game, but since the tutorial isn't really that interesting, I might actually just skip it. Okay, we have generated our galaxy. As you can see, we can generate it. Here we can also set the difficulty, the bounty hunter population, tech availability, skip the tutorial, can randomize tech progress, can increase the galaxy size. So there's quite a lot of stuff to do, and we are here. Oh, there, even. Great. Let's start it up. Now, if you see this or not, I'm actually not sure. I will be recording the tutorial chapter, but I might cut it out to add some more interesting gameplay instead. Because, well, how fun is the tutorial? But on the other hand, I might as well keep it too, because it gives you better information about the game.
Space is a vast and desolate frontier, covering a seemingly infinite distance. Even the speed of light is dwarfed by the unimaginable scale of our galaxy. It took nearly 250 years to bridge the void between Earth and its closest neighboring star. Mankind had mastered the folding of space-time, but relied on the use of warp gates. Massive drone ships journeyed through deep space for centuries, deploying pairs of warp gates which allowed instantaneous travel between connections. Warp gate travel had not become commonplace until the discovery of a stable element, number 126. This element contained bizarre, transmutable properties, allowing it to be reconfigured into different forms of matter. This made it the most valuable and sought-after commodity in the universe. Mankind quickly became completely dependent on element 126, which the first miners named Res. Due to the increasing demand for Res, the Warpgate network became privatized. Anyone with ample funding was able to deploy new and unregistered Warpgates. Like a new gold rush, convoys of miners traversed the expanding warp network looking for Res deposits. This drove them closer and closer to the galactic core, where Res deposits became richer and richer. The growing number of isolated colonies became unmanageable. As the unique ecologies of each discovered planet intermixed through trade, potential pandemics became a concern. The United Terran Alliance was formed to control interplanetary contamination. They moved to heavily restrict gate access. Military blockades began to screen all trade ships traveling between gates, attacking any unregistered ships that attempted to use them. For a time, the UTA was able to maintain control, but they soon crumbled under the weight of rapid expansionism and bureaucracy. Unable to manage their fleets and borders, the military hierarchy collapsed. Without central leadership, the UTA fleets dissolved into a series of isolated subcells that rarely communicated or traveled beyond local space. Each military subcell now struggles to control their systems by whatever laws they see fit to implement. Despite the enforced isolation, rogues continue the gold rush while refugees amass hidden away from the UTA's eye. They survive within the vast junk fields of an abandoned Earth. There they build a massive flagship named the Clockwork. With it they intend to travel to the galactic core in search of a legendary motherlode of rares.
There we had some of the lovely narration of Turtle Biscuit, which I'm sure was way more interesting to listen to than me. So, let's see. What do you want us to do? Okay, folk, it's time again. This will be our 7th engine test this week. I don't want to go to bed with radiation burns again tonight, alright? Let's get those puppies fired up good and proper this time. Oh, what do we have here, Dr. Carl Memford, really? Yes, well you see, we're lucky the toilet's even flush on this brick. I've managed to bootstrap the induction coil to the main core to boost output, but I don't expect it to maintain a viable reaction. Nuclear particle physics and duct tape do not mingle well, yes? I don't have no idea what the hell you're talking about, just turn the bloody thing on. So, our ship exploded. Well, somewhat at least. And we're back. The game decided to crash, or rather Steam decided it was a good idea to crash the game. So, we're back where this cut came from. Okay. Damn, the magnetic stabilizers blew. We have major breaches on decks 6 through 10. Our escort ships are gone, and we're venting atmosphere. We have crew casualties. Oh, crewmen can always be replaced. The ship's damage, on the other hand, well, I told you the piece of junk wouldn't hold back an overload. Did you honestly expect any different? Look at what I have to work with here. The blown stabilizer system will have to be replaced before we can even think of trying this again. It's a common part. I'm sure there is another one in the junk field somewhere. We still have a working hangar, so let's fire up the fabricator's system and build a ship to retrieve it. Yeah, now we're actually cooking with charcoal. Let's press space and build a ship. So, we go to the hangars. They're very empty. Let's design a ship. We can afford a tiny hull with a reactor, an engine, and a shield. So this is something you actually do every now and then. Yeah, let's exit and wait. So as you can see here, our ship is under construction and it's done. How to fly our ships? Well, here we have it. Standard WASD control, X to stabilize, and mouse for lots of stuff. And we're off to find some parts. Now this ship... this ship appears to not really have any weapons, and... well, here we can see we have the radar, we have our ship's log, we have help indicators, yeah. Quite a lot of stuff. Yes, and as it should be, W will actually steer the ship forward no matter which direction forward is. Well, that should fix the stabilizer, but the overload compromised the structural integrity of the ship more than I initially thought. We can't jump with a breach like this. I've written up an extensive list of the repairs that will have to be satisfied before I'll conduct another test. Meanwhile, I'll be in my quarters. Let me know when you're done cleaning up your failure. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I really do hate that man. We're going to need to replace more than just one ship if we expect the core to hold anytime soon. That's unfortunately easier said than done. The hull damage bent most of our rest supply. We even lost all the damn liquor. We need to restock before we can build more ships. There's a mining station in the system. Elsa, you can work with the miners before. See if you can convince them to let us harvest in their territory. Push space to travel to another location. And we go to our system map and see. Okay, we're gonna go in system, so let's go here. I contacted the mining base. They're all drunk on industrial paint strippers, so it wasn't too hard to convince them to let us harvest some res. We'll have to be very careful around there. The mining base is automated and won't think twice about slicing us in half with a mining beam. Let's siphon what we need and move on. So, mining base. Your prospecting request has been granted. Please refrain from tampering with the automated mining system. If you happen to be exposed to the vacuum of space, please proceed to the nearest eye-washing station and rinse thoroughly. Thank you and have a pleasant day. This should be interesting. That asteroid they're drilling into is even more dense than you, Elsa. There is no way we can crack it. Only the station-class core mining beam can even come close. We'll have to grab the spill of table scraps. I feel like such a transient. Yes, so let's get some res. Let's not get cut in half by the mining beam. This thing is a bit hard to control. But I suppose that's how it should be. Damn, those mining lasers are wild. Okay, we've filled our cargo hold and we're about to get exploded if I can't drive properly. So as you can see, our cargo hold is full, so as they said, we have to go back and drop it off. We have now got 50% of what we need, so we have to go back and get another bunch of res. Should fill up quickly, okay. Cargo hold is full again, let's go back.
Thank you.
Now the zoom level is quite varied, decently, so you will later on need a bit bigger view. Now we have enough rest to build the extra ships we're going to need. Plus, I was able to officially kick ass and salvage another hangar. We should be able to supply 2 ships now. That's been good news. Here's the bad news. The explosion all but wiped out our construction database, and nobody backed up their hard drive. Luckily, I was able to recover the data for a single small fighter ship called the Dart. I recommend we build a couple. Our current ship can't even cut butter, let alone stand up against any UGA ships. Well, finally some progress. Let's see to it that we collect what we need to build 2 darts. We're not leaving until we have some ships fit for combat. Okay, let's do that. Let's check our hangar. New ship available. Great. The Dart. Let's build it. As we can see, it has nothing spectacular, but still.
Ship constructed.
And we're supposed to reconfigure this to Dart 2, of course. So refit.
Ship constructed.
Well, there we go. Our fleet is slightly less pathetic now. We got what we need. Let's get the hell out of here. So you all want to pick my stones and run off, eh? Well, you're right ahead then, missy, but not without hearing me out first. You're all helping us kick those UTA boys into Jimmy, and me and the boys will fix up that big old ship you're floating around. What do you say? I suppose we can trust these people, providing you don't have any money in your pockets. I'm not sure we really have much of a choice. We're weeks away from repairing the clockwork without their help. We have a small and capable fleet now. Why not put it to some use? So we can switch between ships by pressing numbers or by using Q and E to cycle. Those were not directly controlling our AI controls, so yeah, I like that. Alright, to dock. New and exciting employment, or quests, simply put. A mining problem. Yeah, let's pick this, as it is the primary mission.
Contract accepted.
We are going to fight the UTA a bit.
Maybe you should read this.
Okay. Let's see, what's our mission? Press space to go to mission location. Okay. System map. And we're supposed to go over here. Fortune smiles. We're lucky there are no UTA ships here right now. They're probably off robbing some other mining patrol. These fringe worlds are unmonitored, so the bastards just do as they damn well please. Let's loot the hell out of this place quickly before they come back. We need to keep an eye out on what we're blasting to. Max sent us some backup, so don't be shooting at the green ships. Tactical systems have been repaired and are coming online now. We need to fire the systems up to make sure there aren't any crossed fires. Okay, so we go to the tactical planets, get a complete radar view of the battle, to select ships with left click and issue attack and move order with right click. We're not right click on an air kick. You are here. That's jolly good. In fact, let's do that. Let's destroy the storage. Let's try to actually pick up the loot. So this is quite an interesting game, I think. And while I haven't really gotten that far in it, as I said, I played for perhaps 30 minutes when I bought it, I did see some reviews of it that looked promising. Now, let's see if we can actually find something to shoot. We did find something to shoot. There's always something to shoot. And there are lots of crates. 2 crates left. 1 crate left.
I sure hope you're paying attention.
Oh, and
You're
here
looking for
comes
soccer.
the UTA. Stand still, you horrible, horrible thing. We destroyed one of them. Let's see, where's the next bastard? There it is. Let's give them some pain.
Please adhere to the code of conduct before posting on the system block.
Man, this guy sure as heck doesn't want to stand still. Man, come back here. Annoying bastard. Let's switch ships. Oh, just fall to pieces already.
SPAZ beacon, US-7 Saratoga. Self-destruct sequence activated due to unknown biological foreign contaminant.
Atch, dude. And of course we have one more coming right up. They just won't give up, will they? Man, it's hard to hit these little things.
Saratoga. Self-destruct sequence activated due to unknown biological foreign contaminant.
Oh, we got a level up. I'm not sure what that means, but let's keep killing. And we might care.
My operating system has encountered an unexpected error and must be shut down. If you see this error again in the future, please contact
Player_1.
for assistance.
Okay, we killed them all. That's great. And let's return. Leave this area. Yes, thank you.
Maybe you should read this.
Okay, that's great. Where are we going? We're going over here. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know what? Well, interesting. I think I will make a cut here and jump to a bit further into the game, because frankly, you probably don't want to watch the entire tutorial. Or rather, the entire beginning of the game, since it becomes a bit more advanced later on. And it might be enjoyable to actually see something that's a bit more complex than tiny ships shooting each other. Might. Okay, so I still haven't gotten much further than before because this is a game that can frankly take a ton of time, I have realized now after playing a bit. So I still don't have that much impressive stuff. Let's see, I have basically unlocked a view of a bit more complex ships and a few new hulls, but not that much yet. So, we have seen most of the game actually. You can research quite a lot of stuff. We have the hangars, the tactic view, the system map, and the star map. As you can see, I currently need to get over here, but I'm blocked by at least 2 stars on the way, both of which are quite a lot higher level than me, so I'll have to farm for a bit more before I go there. I also managed to encounter my first space zombie ship, which is a part of the tutorial, and I happen to know, unless I'm completely off, that the longer you take in turns, the more zombies there will be, and the more they will spread from basically from the core. So, all in all, you want to get to the core quick, but you also have to pick stuff up after the way, so that you can actually do what you want. Now, unfortunately, I'm really bad at this, so I'm losing ships almost as fast as I'm gaining resources, so it's more or less a standstill. But let's warp over here and kill someone. All in all, it is quite interesting game with a nice combination of turn-based travel and real-time strategy. Of course, you also can use the tactics map to target things if it weren't for the fact that I'm completely blocking it like that. So, as you get more ships, more bigger ships, more complex stuff, the tactics map becomes a bit more useful, I'd imagine. For 3 ships and generally small-scale combat, it isn't that useful. Well, after all, if you can't actually manage to keep track of 3 things, you probably should do something else instead of playing a game with any strategy or tactic element at all, because, well, you suck. And our ship's destroyed, so we put the new one. Then we go north to destroy the final enemy ship before destroying the station and looting it, taking all their stuff. We leveled up, that's good, because frankly we needed it. I'm gonna pick up some people. Anyhow, I would have preferred to play a bit more, but the making of this video became a bit stressed due to other circumstances that happened this week that unfortunately didn't allow me to spend as much time on this video as I wanted. It's been basically, the format has been planned for, well, over a week, but I really didn't have the time. So for next Friday I will probably start recording tomorrow already, so I will spread the production out over the entire week. giving you a bit better video with more details and gameplay further into whatever game I decide to pick.
Distress beacon, US-7, Saratoga. Self-destruct sequence activated due to unknown biological
All in all,
contaminant.
actually, producing the video and getting the new intro and art done has been taking a bit more time than I expected, especially the parts that I haven't done myself still managed to take quite a lot of my time. But you shouldn't have to worry about that. And as I said, next week will be a bit
My operating system has
more
encountered
production
unexpected
time
error and
spent,
must be shut
so
down.
it should
If you
be
see this error
a
again in
better
the future,
video.
please contact
Player_1.
for assistance.
Let's see if we can pick up some more research. As a matter of fact, I'm really happy with the new art, by the way. Thanks again, Ishtan, for providing a avatar that's roughly 100 times better than anything I could possibly draw myself. Now, what do I have to say about this game? It's fun. It can consume a lot of time if we look at the actual map. Consider that I've now played for probably 2 or 3 hours, and yeah, that. So all in all, I think I should have played this game earlier. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm happy I got the time to at least try it a bit. I'll probably play some more once I get a couple of videos done. So, with that said, this has been a first fumbling attempt at a Flashback Friday video. I hope you at least enjoyed some parts of it. And if not, feel free to leave a comment and up or downvote the video as you see fit. All in all, I'll see you next time.